So we enter in January. One of my academy players is developing into a very nice player. So welcome in as we enter January. We get to have a look, see what changes maybe we need to make to the squad financially, if we can even do it. But first off, Cyril Affleck. He's developing into a very decent looking player and with a model citizen personality. Could he be the next big thing, the next superstar? 17, playing for the under-21s at the minute for England. I like what I see. Sorry, under-19s. I like what I see. So, since you were last with us, let's have a look at the schedule. So, we've not played in any European competitions, so we've just been playing in the league, and it's been very up and down. So, since you were last with us, Chelsea 4-1, 4-2 over Burnley before defeat to Champions League Brighton. Before we then played Bootle in a mid-season friendly, got a 9-1 win. We then beat Bristol City 3-1 away before a 2-1 defeat to Arsenal away. The month of November was very up and down. 2 wins against Wolves and Villa, so Birmingham victories there, before a draw to Man City and a 3-2 defeat to Sunderland, which sounds even worse when you see that we were actually 2-0 up and we lost 3-2. We then started December with defeats to Newcastle and Tottenham before we have gone on a decent run here. See, as you can see, we beat West Brom, drew to Man United, beat Ipswich, Forest and Leicester, and we've just started the 2037 calendar year with a 3-2 victory over West Ham. So we're currently sitting in 5th place. 42 points, won 13, drew 3, lost 5. We don't deserve to be here, I would say. And the worst thing is, if we win our game in hand, we actually go into 4th. We definitely don't deserve to be there. Quite a lot of games, we've somehow just kind of hung around in them and end up getting the victory. In terms of who's been performing well, top goal scorer with 10 and 14 is Van Bommel. He has 6 months left on his contract. He is wanted by Serena Letifak. Now, we do have the ability to give him another 1-year deal. We do have a 1-year extension on that. I haven't decided if he deserves it, to be honest with you. Second top goal scorer, Dave Howard, with 7 and 6 starts. He's starting to find his footing. And I've got to say, I'm really pleased with that. 7 goals in 10 games in the league is a fantastic return for a player who we brought in for 13 million. I do think as a Premier League player for 13 million, it's been money well spent. In terms of top assists, it is Jimo, the left back who we signed from Tottenham. Kande with 6 goals, 6 assists. Our striker, backup striker, obviously came through the academy. Van Bommel with 6, then Crawford with 5 from the other fullback position. Crawford has agreed a new contract. I think it kicks in at the end of the year. Yeah, kicks in at the end of the season. He's going to be on a massively higher wage, but it will secure him for the next 7 years. So in terms of our team as a whole, we're obviously massively going to be rotating for today against Exeter in the FA Cup. But we're looking decent. Our signings are doing well. The likes of Finchu now trained at left wing back. This guy's so versatile. You can see just above the webcam. You can't actually see all positions he's played. So he's played 6 games at left wing back, 2 games in centre mid, 1 game at right wing back, and 1 game in attacking mid. He's so versatile, it's ridiculous. 24 years old now. Obviously, was with us at Austria Wien, came to the intake. We brought him to Lens. We then signed him to Barcelona. We've now signed him to Liverpool. What a versatile player. So just look and see how our youth teams are doing then. Our under-18s are currently 2nd in the league, only behind Manchester City. And our under-21s, if we go competitions-wise, we got knocked out in the Bristol Stream Motors Northern section. Let's have a look, see exactly when we got knocked out, shall we? Was it here? No. Must have been knocked out in the group stage. Let's find the... Yeah, it didn't go well, did it? 3 games against Blackpool, Salford and Crewe. We won 1 and lost 2. We got knocked out there. In terms of the Under-21 Premier Cup, we are sitting in 2nd with 4 points. In terms of the Under-21 Premier International Cup, we qualified from that with 10 points. And in terms of the league, we are currently sitting in 10th place with 22 points, won 6, drew 4, lost 5. So 2 transfers have happened. 2 players have gone out. So first off, Borisov, interesting one. So obviously I decided I didn't want him. We offered him out for 2.5 million and nobody was interested. Tottenham then came in and offered 2.5 million. The board said no. We want 16.5. So I said, give me 16.5. Tottenham said no, obviously. A week later, they came in and offered the 16.5. So we've ended up getting him out for 16.5 million, which is money well spent for an attacking mid I just didn't fancy. And also, Brennan Notte, whose contract was run out, we've ended up selling for 5 million. 33 years old now. But what that's done is ended up cutting about 350k off our wage bill and put money in the bank. We have 41 million in the red. The lack of Champions League football is massively hampering this season. I do think I would like, how are we looking? Currently, we are projected to be 326 million in the profit at the end of the season. So we can go in the red more. We can potentially end the season at negative 100 million and hopefully qualify for Europe and hopefully not need to spend that much in the summer if we can sign a few younger players who can be with us for the next couple of years. But the team is looking good. I do like the team we have. Hopefully we can go through in the FA Cup whilst resting most of our squad. So we're going to be going with Arazabal in goal, Lopez, Anton, who we signed from Luton, and Fuentes at the back. Emberson, who we also signed from Southampton as a right wing back. Fincher at left wing back. Actually, I think he's more... No, we'll stick with this because I want Fincher to continue to learn the left wing back role. Agu and Valde in the middle. Rawton, who came through the academy, very decent attacking midfielder. 26 caps for Ireland, alongside Björk Kastner, we've just picked up. Obviously, in the summer, we didn't sign him. Somebody else did before we came in. And Akande, the academy player, who I do like him, 22 years old, has a lot of potential just to be a top rotation option up top alongside Howard. So let's see what we can do here against Exeter City at home. Yes, we got a heavily rotated side, but I do hope we can pick up the victory here. Home advantage is important. Let's go. Got the ball down the side here. It's cleared away. Comes back to Emberson. He floats it in. Comes back out again to him again. He puts it in. Oh, Akande does get there ahead of the Exeter City defender. But we can't make that chance count. I think long term it would be great if we do have 6 or 7 academy players within the starting 11. Along with the likes of Finchu, Valde, people like that. I think it just adds to the series when you got these players who mean something to the club and mean something to this journey. Okay, Agu was picked up a knock. First chance in a long time I gave him the start and he's picked up a knock. So Adam Wharton is going to come on alongside Valde in central midfield. I don't think that's a bad central midfield partnership and it definitely should be strong enough to control a team like Exeter City. 61,000 fans have come out to watch this game. So they do get to see some of the fringe players, see how they are looking. Akande, I would say, is probably... Him and Howard very much have been a rotational striker this season. So I can't say Akande is the backup. I can't say he's our first choice starter either. Extra passing around though. Parking down the left-hand side. Can we not give them opportunities? They have already had 2 shots. They're the only team to have a shot on target so far this half. Alexander, oh, it's over, but let's not lose to Exeter. We already went out early in the Carabao. Let's not go out early in the FA Cup as well. Although a clear run at the Premier League for the rest of the season to try to get in the Champions League would be great. But at the same time, I do think any European competition at all is welcome. I don't think we should be Champions League or bust, but financially I think Champions League would be great. I would kind of like to try to win the Europa League. We've won the Conference League, we've won the Champions League twice now. Maybe the Europa League just to tick off all 3. Maybe that's me being a little bit picky though if I'm trying to almost be selective for what we win with such a new team. Emberson now, ball across, Akande puts it wide. Okay, we're on the hour. Still 0-0. So let's make a couple of changes, shall we? Bjerkasten's going to come off for Van Bommel and Souza for Ruchan. Emberson really is struggling, so I think Sorte can come off the bench as well. There's 4 changes so far. We'll look at one more later on, probably in defence when I look at the fitness of Anton in the middle there. I think it's silly to go into the last 10 minutes with someone who's on his knees. And Lopez, ball across to Fortes, to Valde, to Van Bommel, to Wharton, back to Van Bommel. The starting players are passing around now. Van Bommel goes out to Sota. Sota puts it across and we go 1-0 Van Bommel. Come on. That is what I want to see. Good football. We went through the hour. We couldn't get in the lead, so we brought on some of our better players and we go 1-0 up pretty much straight away. And I think, yeah, we're going to take off Horton. So we're going to bring on Holden for Anton just because the fitness levels in that central defence. And bring down a player like Leon Holden just almost will secure the victory because they are not getting past that back line. Van Bommel now with the corner. In the 91st minute now. Can we get a second? Can we get a second to just give the fans something to go home singing about? Souza now. Ball across to Finchu. Back to Holden. Back to Finchu. Goes forward to Souza. Oh, just wide. Souza's been a good player. He again was signed just before we came in. Quite a lot of the business in the summer was done before we got the job. But he has been a very good player for me, and I definitely think he is one I'm happy that the board before me signed, along with Valde. But yeah, we've got the win. We are into the next round of the FA Cup. Most of our players have been given a bit of a rest, so we're going to have fresher legs going into the rest of January. We've got Leeds away, then potentially a low league game again there, which means potentially there we could have 17-day gap for some of my players, which fitness-wise would be superb. Just also give me a chance to focus maybe on January signings because I don't know where we need players or who I need players to bring in. I think we maybe are lacking 1 or 2, but I haven't quite decided where we're lacking them 1 or 2 because we also have obviously likes our 17-year-old in central in attacking mid to bring up from the youth team. We got Bobby Roberts, a wonder kid in attack mid. I do want to try to get more football to 6 starts so far. We got players like this. I think should move into that starting 11. So maybe we don't need to sign anyone more. Just give youth a chance. What do they say? You can't win anything with kids. Maybe we're going to find out.